This is Part 2, Episode 156. A purple-red blood slowly flowed out of the sphere and gathered together. A moment later, a thumb-sized purple-red crystal quietly appeared. After which, it quickly moved before transforming into a purple-red light that ruthlessly shot into Xiao Yang's heart. Xiao Yang's body violently trembled when that purple-red crystal shot into his heart. Fortunately, that crystal ended up merging with his heart in a mysterious way. Once it merged with his heart, threads of purple-red light were emitted, causing his heart to beat with greater strength. Bang! The blood pool in the outside world suddenly exploded the moment the purple-red crystal shot into Xiao Yang's heart. A blood fog scattered in all directions, spreading over a large portion of the hall. Zun was seated beside the blood pool. The blood fog that drifted over automatically disappeared when it was 5 feet away from her, but her eyes did not move because of this. They continued to stare at Xiao Yang in the pool, whose eye was still tightly shut. Her hands were tightly clenched because of her anxiousness. Xiao Xian by the side heaved a long sigh. A wild joy surfaced within his eyes as both of his hands rubbed against each other. He muttered in excitement, "Success, it has really succeeded." Elder Xiao Xian. Zun's tensed heart finally relaxed when she saw Xiao Xian's excitement. She hurriedly called out. Xiao Xian swiftly recovered his calm after hearing Zun's cry. He smiled at her and spoke as though he had been relieved of a huge burden. Success. 3 types of bloodlines have successfully been merged. Zun's face, which had been strained for a month, finally revealed an enchanting smile when she heard Xiao Xian confirm what he said. The huge rock that had pushed on her heart completely vanished. Too many unexpected changes had occurred during this 1 month. Even with her resolve, she still felt her soul stir with every change. Any slight mistake during these changes would have been unacceptable. Xiao Xian wiped the cold sweat off of his forehead. Zun had been worried, but he hadn't been calm either. Xiao Yang was the only hope of revitalizing the Xiao clan. Xiao Xian valued this seedling even more than anyone else. If any mishap befall Xiao Yang, he would become the true sinner of the Xiao clan. The bloodline has been successfully merged, however, there is only a small amount of Jiyu clan bloodline and Dragon Phoenix bloodline. This new bloodline strength will not be able to spread all over Xiao Yang's body at the moment. Hence, the only possible place to stick this bloodline is deep within his heart where he can gradually cultivate it. Once there is a sufficient amount of this newly formed bloodline strength, when it flows all through Xiao Yang's bloodline, it will finally have fully matured. At that time, whether Xiao Yang can break through the Doshin class and advance to the D class, which no one has reached in 1,000 of years, will depend on Xiao Yang's fate. Xiao Xian looked at Xiao Yang in the blood pool and slowly spoke. Zun nodded. Although the quantity of this newly formed bloodline was small, it could be considered a seed. Now that this seed had been planted, what they needed to do was to wait for this seed to grow into a truly towering tree. At that time, the Dochi continent would tremble because of him. Next, let's wait for him to completely inherit the energy that I have left behind. This will take quite a while. You should quietly train here during this period of time. The energy here is the densest in the heavenly tomb, and will allow you to gain much. Xiao Xian glanced at the blood pool where wave after wave of dense solid-like energy was present deep within the blood pool. It continuously flowed into Xiao Yang's body. Xiao Xian clearly understood that the current Xiao Yang was beginning to absorb the energy that he had left behind. Zun gently nodded. Her pretty eyes stared at Xiao Yang in the blood pool for a moment. Only after seeing that nothing was amiss did she relax. She slowly shut her eyes and entered her training state. Xiao Xian smiled after seeing Zun enter her training state. He looked at Xiao Yang in the blood pool and softly muttered, "This little fellow does possess a great charm." Being the former clan head of the Xiao clan, Xiao Xian naturally understood that a member of the ancient clan, who possessed a divine bloodline, would gradually approach a perfect state of mind as they became older. Under such perfection, they would seldom possess any special feelings for the opposite sex. Hence, his heart was full of disbelief that Zun would do so much for Xiao Yang. However, he was unaware that the beginning of the feelings between the two had started to brew when they were very young. After completely resolving the problem of the bloodline in Xiao Yang's body, Xiao Xian couldn't do anything else since everything else that needed to be done was Xiao Yang's responsibility. If he were to continue helping, he would really hinder Xiao Yang in an effort to help. That would not benefit Xiao Yang. It was just as Xiao Xian had mentioned. Xiao Yang took quite a long time to absorb the energy that he had left behind. During this time, Zun, who had become a little weak after losing quite a lot of essence blood, swiftly entered her training state. Hence, the entire large hall had become dead quiet. Fortunately, Xiao Xian was used to such an atmosphere after all these years. He did not feel lonely. Time swiftly flowed by like the sand between one's fingers amid this quiet atmosphere. Time flew, and in the blink of an eye, 1 year had already trickled by in this ancient hall. Zun had spent most of this 1 year training. The energy here was the richest in the heavenly tomb. Hence, she had gained a lot during this 1 year. Not only did she recover over half of the bloodline strength that she had exhausted, even her aura had become a little stronger. Of course, at this level, the increase in her strength had already become very slow. At the very least, this slow speed was still significantly faster within this tomb. When Zun occasionally woke from her training, she would study Xiao Yang, who was statue-like in the blood pool. Xiao Yang did not show the slightest sign of opening his eyes during this 1 year. The extremely rich energy also appeared to be endless, as it continuously poured into his body. Although the pouring in of the energy was extremely frightening, Zun did not feel stunned, because she knew that only when the final cluster of energy poured into Xiao Yang's body would it truly erupt. During this 1 year, Xiao Xian guarded the blood pool without leaving. He watched the blood pool gradually become clearer as Xiao Yang absorbed it. The smile on his face also became richer. After all, this was the only fortune that he could give Xiao Yang. Time quickly flowed by while Zun formed a cycle between being awake and training. Fortunately, it was possible to tell from the clearing pool that the majestic energy contained within it had diminished as Xiao Yang absorbed a little at a time. The blood pool became even clearer. Around 1.5 years after Xiao Yang had entered the blood pool, the final thread of blood color completely disappeared. At this moment, the pond once again recovered its clear and serene appearance from when Xiao Yang had first arrived. The moment the final trace of energy poured into Xiao Yang's body, Xiao Xian and Zun appeared to have sensed something. They opened their eyes at almost the same time, and they stared at Xiao Yang, who still had his eyes shut. Xiao Yang did not show any changes as the two of them looked at him. Even his breathing was as calm as ever. However, Xiao Xian and Zun were naturally able to sense the frightening energy within Xiao Yang's body. It was like a volcano that was about to erupt. Bang! This silence continued for around half an hour. That pond, which was so calm that it was void of even the slightest ripple, suddenly exploded like thunder. An enormous water pillar shot out and scattered into the air. A torrential storm came pouring down. Xiao Xian and Zun ignored the storm that came pouring down. Their eyes did not blink as they locked onto Xiao Yang. His aura has begun to soar. Xiao Xian's face twitched as he opened his mouth to inform Zun. Bang! Xiao Xian's words had just sounded when a vast and mighty aura suddenly surged out of Xiao Yang's body. This aura began to rapidly soar at a frightening speed. Peak of the 6th star, 7th star, peak of the 7th star, 8th star. Xiao Xian and Zun sensed Xiao Yang's soaring aura, which seemed unstoppable. Their expressions had become more and more grave. It's already at the 9th star. Within less than 10 minutes, Xiao Yang's aura had risen from the 6th star to the 9th star. Moreover, this kind of increase still showed signs of continuing. It is fast approaching the peak of the 9th star. Another 2 minutes passed. Zun's face once again revealed some worry. If Xiao Yang's aura were to stop here, his chances of advancing to the Doushin class would become slim. Xiao Xian appeared quite calm, but his knit brows betrayed the anxiety in his heart. Xiao Yang's aura finally soared to the peak of the 9th star in front of Xiao Xian and Zun's anxious eyes. Xiao Yang Ge, if this continues, you will completely halt at this level. Zana revealed an anxious expression as she tightly clenched her hand. Xiao Xian's face was solemn. If Xiao Yang were unable to resist the temptation of this great increase in strength, his achievements would halt at this point. Losing oneself, because of some easily obtained strength, would mean that one would not go very far in the future. Xiao Yang, you are the last hope of the Xiao clan. Do not disappoint me. Xiao Xian and Zana's eyes were focused on Xiao Yang as they stood outside of the blood pool. Their faces were filled with a seriousness and a nervousness. Xiao Yang, you must not lose your rational thoughts. Xiao Xian tightly clenched his hands. His mouth continued to softly mutter words. Bang! While Xiao Xian continued to mutter, a strange muffled sound was suddenly emitted from Xiao Yang's body. The two watched Xiao Yang's face become an extreme purple-red color, and his soaring aura began to rapidly revert. Xiao Xian and Zun heaved a sigh of relief when they sensed Xiao Yang's aura rapidly weaken. Fortunately, Xiao Yang had maintained his calm in the face of great temptation. Xiao Yang's aura quickly diminished. Within a couple of minutes, it had weakened from the peak of the 9th star to around the 6th star. However, this was not something that the previous 6-star Xiao Yang could compare with. Both were similar levels, but there was a significant difference. This fellow has suppressed it very ruthlessly, however, this will incur a rebound. Xiao Xian smacked his lips. He did not expect Xiao Yang to suppress his aura from the peak of the 9th star back to the 6th star. This thought had just flashed within Xiao Xian's heart when Xiao Yang's aura, which had been suppressed to the 6th star, began to rebound. However, the speed of this rebound was being controlled by Xiao Yang, so it was a lot slower. Peak of the 6th star, 7th star, peak of the 7th star, 8th star, 9th star. Xiao Yang's aura slowly rose, stopping once it had rebounded to the 9th star. However, it did not rise to the peak of the 9th star again. However, Xiao Yang's expression changed when his aura reached the 9th star. It was forcefully suppressed by him again. This time, the aura could no longer be suppressed any further after reaching the peak of the 7th star. The energy is too dense. There will still be a rebound, but this should be the final one. Xiao Xian nodded as he sensed Xiao Yang's rising and falling aura. From the looks of the current situation, all the changes were under Xiao Yang's control, which made Xiao Xian a lot less worried. Xiao Yang's performance really satisfied him. Zun by the side also smiled and nodded. The energy that Xiao Yang had absorbed was far too dense, but this density caused the dou qi within his body to be too thin. It needed to be compressed in order to allow the dou qi to recover its usual denseness. Bubbles continued to be emitted from the clear pool. Xiao Yang's aura finally showed some signs of rising again, after pausing for a moment. Within less than 5 minutes, it easily broke through the 7th star and reached the 8th star. Finally, it came to a complete stop at the peak of the 8th star. Peak of the 8th star. Xiao Xian and Zun sighed in relief after sensing Xiao Yang's stabilized aura. His strength had risen by 2 stars. Fortunately, this level should be within Xiao Yang's control. Xiao Yang had found the most suitable equilibrium in terms of the great increase in strength. After Xiao Yang's aura completely stabilized, his eyes, which had been shut for 1.5 years, finally began to twitch. A moment later, they were finally opened in front of Xiao Xian and Zun. 2 purple-red lights shot out of both of Xiao Yang's eyes like pillars when they were opened. It caused a towering stone pillar within the large hall to turn into dust with a bang. The light that shot out was slowly diminished a moment later. However, Xiao Yang's originally dark black eyes had gained an additional purple-red color, causing them to appear quite unusual. A mouthful of hot eroding air followed Xiao Yang's throat as it was slowly spat out. Upon sensing the ocean-like dou qi, a joyous feeling suddenly formed. Immediately, a clear voice that vaguely possessed a dragon roar and phoenix cry bellowed from his mouth. Roar! The roar was like thunder as it rolled through the hall. It shook the room until it trembled. Ha ha, how refreshing. The roar reverberated across this hall for a moment before gradually disappearing. Xiao Yang loudly laughed. His hand slammed the surface of the water, and his body rushed out in a flash. He gently landed beside the blood pool. A frighteningly powerful aura that could not be increased any further swept in all directions like a storm. Congratulations, Xiao Yang Ge. Zana sweetly smiled and congratulated him when she saw him smoothly exit his retreat. Xiao Yang grinned and stretched his lazy waist. His hand randomly grabbed in front of him, and the space itself appeared dented. After sensing the feeling of being filled with a majestic energy, Xiao Yang was confident that if he fought Jiyu Yao again, he would be able to defeat Jiyu Yao within 20 exchanges with no Do skills. A peak 8-star Do Zun, in terms of level, the current him had truly caught up to Jiyu Yao, Jiyu Hua, and the rest who were considered the young geniuses of the Jiyu clan. Thank you, ancestor. Xiao Yang turned to Xiao Xian by the side, who had become old-looking. With a wave of his sleeve, he unhesitatingly knelt in the direction of his ancestor, and thanked him in a deep voice. Forget about Xiao Xian's seniority. Xiao Xian had turned himself into this state in order to preserve the final bloodline of the Xiao clan, and had waited a countless number of years. He was worthy of receiving a koto from Xiao Yang. Xiao Xian smiled in a pleased manner. His eyes were filled with a gentleness, as he helped Xiao Yang to his feet. He said, the Xiao clan has a chance to be revitalized now. My waiting here for so many years was really worthwhile. However, the one you should thank this time around is likely your little girlfriend. If not for her help, you would not have been able to merge the 3 types of bloodlines. Xiao Yang was slightly startled. He turned his head and looked at the smiling Zun, but she slowly shook her head at him. Xiao Yang naturally understood her meaning. She did not wish for there to be a clear divide between the two of them. A warmth immediately surged into his heart. What else could a man wish for after gaining such a woman? Xiao Yang, currently, a new bloodline seed has been planted deep within your heart. You need to protect it properly. Do not let any mishaps befall it. It will play a critical role in determining if you will reach the Do D class. Xiao Xian's expression was solemn as he continued, if you reach the Do D class, the wasted bloodline in the bodies of those members of the Xiao clan will once again be revived, and the bloodline will be even stronger than in the past. This is the only hope to revitalize the Xiao clan. Xiao Yang quietly nodded. His hand gently rubbed his chest. It was just possible for him to vaguely feel his strong and powerful heartbeat. Each time it beat, it seemed to cause the Do Chi within his body to ripple a little. Additionally, you should be careful of the Han clan. I have come into contact with them many times, and this clan is quite mysterious and strange. Even when the Xiao clan was at its peak, we could only fight equally with them. The Xiao clan had a peak period among the 8 ancient clans. At that time, the Xiao clan was the strongest while the Jiyu clan was the second. However, the Han clan was the most unusual. Based on my guess, the strength of the Han clan is likely a little stronger than even the Jiyu clan. Xiao Xian's expression was solemn. Back then, the Xiao clan had engaged in a big battle with the Han clan and had roped in many helpers. However, they were ultimately unable to gain much. This was enough to prove how powerful the Han clan was. Moreover, the Han clan had a long history, but it appeared that its bloodline hadn't been exhausted. This was something that Xiao Xian had never understood, but he was ultimately unable to obtain a true answer. The expressions of Xiao Yang and Zun changed when they heard Xiao Xian's words. Zun was clearly aware of the strength of the Jiyu clan. The Jiyu clan had fought with the Han clan during these years and had won most of the time. Hence, she found it difficult to accept it when she heard Xiao Xian mention that the Han clan could be stronger than the Jiyu clan. The Jiyu clan is indeed the most stable clan among the 8 clans. However, the Han clan is far too mysterious. There is hardly anyone in this world who truly understands them, Xiao Xian sighed. He waved his hand when he saw Xiao Yang and Zun frowning. He said, in any case, before you reach the Doxing class, you should try to be careful. You possess the Chu Shi ancient god's jade in your hand. The members of the Han clan will definitely come and look for you. Xiao Yang nodded. He clearly understood in his heart that regardless of whether it was because of a grudge between the two clans, or some other personal issues, those fellows from the Hun clan would definitely not let him off easily, but it was impossible to shrink back for any reason. He would definitely not submit before he truly reached that final step, even if his opponent was the most mysterious Hun clan among the 8 ancient clans. It has already been 2 years since you have entered the heavenly tomb. There is still around a year left before you will be sent out. You should train more during this 1 year, and get used to your strength that has soared. Xiao Yan patted Xiao Yang's shoulder. He immediately clenched his hand and a scroll with various flame drawings appeared in his hand. This is the complete version of the Skyfire 3 mysterious change. It also possesses the final step. If you successfully learn it, you will succeed in creating the clan tattoo. If the bloodline strength is used in union with it, it will unleash the strength of the clan tattoo to its limit. Xiao Yang's eyes immediately landed on the scroll when he heard Xiao Xian's words. A heat surged within his eyes. The completed version of the Skyfire 3 mysterious change had finally landed in his hands. Xiao Yang's eyes were fiery hot as he received the scroll full of fire symbols from Xiao Xian's hand. He hesitated for a moment before suddenly asking, "Ancestor, since the Skyfire 3 mysterious change was created by you, you should have also been in possession of a heavenly flame back then, right?" Xiao Xian smiled and nodded when he heard this question. He sighed, "Back then, I, too, possessed 3 types of heavenly flames. However, I blew up the 3 types of heavenly flames after that final battle." Xiao Yang's eyelids involuntarily twitched when he heard this. His heart contained a shock that he could not hide. Xiao Xian was actually forced to the point of exploding the 3 types of heavenly flames. One could imagine just how dangerous that situation was. However, the thing that caused Xiao Yang to feel somewhat uncertain was how Xiao Xian could control 3 types of heavenly flames, given that it was unlikely that he had practiced a chi method like the flame mantra. The chi method that you practice is indeed very powerful. Although it is not the highest class chi method that I have seen, its growth potential is quite frightening. Relying on swallowing a heavenly flame to obtain strength is undoubtedly walking on the tip of a blade. This kind of chi method is dangerous and overbearing. Xiao Xian smiled and spoke after having understood what Xiao Yang was thinking in his heart. When I controlled 3 types of heavenly flames back then, I was using my strength to forcefully control them. I did not swallow and refine them. Someone who had reached that stage could forcefully suppress even heavenly flames. Xiao Yang nodded. No wonder, Xiao Xian had used the most overbearing method to control the 3 types of heavenly flames. Given his strength back then, it was possible to suppress the 3 types of heavenly flames. The chi method that you practice is most suitable for the Skyfire 3 mysterious change. After swallowing and refining them, you can already use these heavenly flames to the pinnacle. There is not even the slightest resistance. This is something that even the me back then was unable to do. Xiao Xian smiled as he continued. Since you have obtained the complete version of the Skyfire 3 mysterious change, you should study it properly. Try to successfully train and create the clan tattoo before leaving the heavenly tomb. Xiao Yang nodded and did not say much. He turned around and briefly chatted with Zun. After which, he sat down and placed the scroll on his brows. He absorbed the large amount of information within it into his mind. This absorption continued for a moment. Xiao Yang slowly opened his eyes and a solemn expression surfaced on his face. Skyfire 3 mysterious change. First change. Second change. Third change. Suddenly, Xiao Yang's hands formed some seals with lightning-like speed. The Skyfire 3 mysterious change was completely activated within a short few seconds. At the same time, the aura within Xiao Yang's body also soared. A searing hot violent do qi swiftly circulated around Xiao Yang's body. Wave after wave of heat slowly seeped out and entered his blood vessels. The flow of blood within his veins suddenly became faster. With his outstanding spiritual perception, Xiao Yang could sense a mysterious energy rapidly shuttling within his blood vessels. Its destination appeared to be his brows. While the mysterious energy within Xiao Yang's body was shuttling around, some natural lines gradually began to appear on Xiao Yang's brows in the outside world. Soon after the first appeared, there seemed to be another line following close behind. A slight sound was suddenly emitted from Xiao Yang's body when the third line appeared, and those mysterious lines that had just appeared gradually disappeared. Xiao Yang's eyes opened when those lines disappeared. He frowned. Some doubt appeared in his eyes. Clearly, he did not understand the reason for his failure. The clan tattoo of the Xiao clan is divided into 9 strokes. You only formed 3 strokes earlier, Xiao Xian by the side spoke in an indifferent manner. The final step, after executing the Skyfire 3 mysterious change, is to draw the clan tattoo. Although the clan tattoo is always in your body, you need to activate it. Drawing the clan tattoo will require an extremely great amount of Do Qi and exquisite control. The current you has just experienced a sudden increase in your strength. Clearly, you have yet to reach the stage where you can truly control it at will. The exhaustion from just these 3 strokes is already terrifying. Will anyone dare to activate the clan tattoo when fighting with another? Xiao Yang bitterly laughed. As long as you activate the clan tattoo, you will no longer need to exhaust such an enormous amount of Do Qi to form the strokes. All you need to do is think about it and you will be able to unleash the clan tattoo. As the saying goes, the start of everything is difficult. This activation of the clan tattoo is the hardest step. Xiao Xian explained with a smile as he waved his hand. All right, continue. Being able to draw 3 strokes on the first attempt is already quite good. Calm your heart and control your Do Qi perfectly. Only then will you be able to perfectly draw the 9 strokes. Xiao Yang merely nodded when he heard Xiao Xian's urging. He threw a helpless pair of eyes at Zun while she covered her mouth and softly laughed. She returned an expression that suggested she could not do anything to help. Xiao Yang inhaled a deep breath of air. He quickly calmed his emotions and adjusted himself a little. Subsequently, he once again began to form the clan tattoo. Skyfire 3 mysterious change. The difficulty of forming the clan tattoo had exceeded Xiao Yang's expectation. He had originally thought that this thing would be easy. However, it was unexpectedly this troublesome. These short few strokes possessed an incredibly harsh requirement in terms of Do Qi control. At this moment, Xiao Yang finally understood just how tragic it was for the Xiao clan compared to an ancient clan like the Jiyu clan, where the clan tattoo was bestowed by the elders of the clan. Fortunately, there was still plenty of time in the heavenly tomb. Although the progress was a little slow, there would ultimately be a day when he fully succeeded. Time swiftly flowed by while Xiao Yang was bitterly attempting to draw the clan tattoo. This kind of training might be frustrating, but it did not appearing boring. At times, Xiao Yang would remember Jiyu Qingyang and the rest, who were outside of the tomb. However, he did not find even the slightest bit of time to be lazy in front of Xiao Xian's strict monitoring. Half a year passed by in a flash amid this bitter and dull training. A skinny figure sat in the hall that was filled with an ancient atmosphere. His eyes were tightly shut, as the aura of his body appeared vast and majestic. At this moment, many strange purple-red lines appeared to be forming because of an invisible pen. Upon closer observation, the 8th stroke showed signs of appearing as a perfect line. From the appearance, a clan tattoo that was emitting a mysterious energy had mostly taken shape. Xiao Xian was watching the 8th line form of the clan tattoo on Xiao Yang's brows. He slowly nodded. Being able to form 8 strokes of the clan tattoo within half a year was a speed that could be considered among the top even in the Xiao clan back then. Moreover, Xiao Yang had begun to draw the clan tattoo just after his strength soared. His speed caused the difficulty to significantly rise. Xiao Xian had just nodded when he saw a purple-red line slowly start to form on Xiao Yang's brows. Xiao Xian was immediately stunned upon seeing this line. Some surprise quickly flashed across his eyes. This little fellow is thinking of using the momentum to draw the 9th stroke. While Xiao Xian felt surprised in his heart, the mysterious line on Xiao Yang's brow was slowly formed in a very stable manner. It did not pause along the way. At a glance, it was filled with a natural beauty. This little fellow really surprises people. That final line was completed at an extremely slow speed after Xiao Yan exclaimed in surprise. When the final stroke landed, a mysterious purple-red clan tattoo instantly appeared on Xiao Yan's forehead. The blood flowing within Xiao Yan's body suddenly sped up the moment the clan tattoo was formed. A strange voice was slowly transmitted through his blood vessels and body. Success! A joy flashed over Xiao Yan's eyes when he heard the humming sound of the blood vessels. Xiao Yan's tightly shut eyes were suddenly opened when the clan tattoo was formed. A purple-red light surged into his eyes. He gradually got used to the light a moment later. After which, the clan tattoo between his brows slowly disappeared under his skin with just a thought. It has finally been successfully activated. Xiao Yan gave a long sigh. Although the clan tattoo on his brows had already disappeared, he could sense a mysterious energy light suspended under his brows. By being in possession of this clan tattoo, he would no longer need to activate the Skyfire 3 mysterious change in the future. With just a thought, this clan tattoo would become a perfect secret technique. Xiao Yan's body trembled as he stood up. He heard a clear sound being emitted from his bones, causing him to smile. Half a year of training had not only allowed him to successfully form the clan tattoo, but his control over the Do Qi in his body once again reached a peak. The current him could truly be counted as Do Zun at the peak of the 8th star. Counting the time, 3 years should also be up. Xiao Yan slowly raised his eyes, as he sensed the enormous difference between the current him and the person who had entered the heavenly tomb 3 years ago. He looked outside the ancient hall. Perhaps it was time to return. Part 2 end here.